All right, should be live. Let's just have a look-see and confirm that we are live as of right now. Yes, we're live on the YouTube. We are live on TikTok. Keen for it. I am. I'm really keen for this. I think it's going to be a bit of fun. A couple of weeks ago, I streamed going through my predictions for the year. I'm pretty sure I'm 0 from 2 in my predictions, honestly, because I predicted, I'm pretty sure I predicted the Swans to win on on Friday night, and then I predicted the Maggies to get the Giants on Sunday, and God, they towed them up, didn't they? Oh my God, they absolutely towed them up, the Giants, and I just really didn't expect that. But so tonight, instead, for the footy stream, like I said, we're going to try and do these maybe every couple of weeks. What we're going to do is we're going to build my SuperCoach team. As you can see, my face down here in the corner if you're on YouTube, or for half the screen on TikTok. Then above or to the side, you've got the SuperCoach setup. We're going to go through, we're going to pick all of our players, and we're just going to chat footy. So if you've got anything footy related, chuck it in the chat, and we'll get to chatting footy. I reckon that sounds good, eh? I reckon that sounds good. So join in. It should be good fun. I am very much so looking forward to it. I'm just posting it up on the socials that we are live, and we'll wait for a few more people to get in, and we'll get cracking, eh? Oh, SuperCoach. Look, I'm not amazing at SuperCoach. I'll say that. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm not amazing at SuperCoach, but I'm getting better. Each and every year I get a little bit better. I usually start off really hot and then players get injured and then I stop because like all my players get injured, the buys come, it gets hard to, keep up with it. But I mean, I'm happy with potentially trying to stick with it this year. We've got about 4 people in the stream. How you going, guys? Welcome. Hopefully, Jason Derula, it's me, Meg. Welcome. Hopefully you can help me build the ultimate SuperCoach team here. I'm really looking forward to Andrew. Welcome, mate. You can help me build my SuperCoach team. Look, we've got a lot of options. The good thing is with the opening round, it doesn't count for SuperCoach, so we can kind of have a look at how the players went on the weekend, and I'm keen to get a few of them in. Maybe a Perryman. Definitely a couple of the Swans cheapies, I reckon. Definitely a couple of the Hawks cheapies. Meek might get a run in as one of my rucks. But yeah, so we'll get started in just a second. Heidi Chris, Owen Foley, welcome. We're just going to be chatting SuperCoach. If you guys have anything footy related, SuperCoach related, let me know. Put it down in the chat. Malzy, leak giant cheapie. Yeah, I don't know. He's certainly on my radar. Like, let's have a look at him now, right? Let's have a look at him now. James Leake, let's have a look at his profile. He played all right on the weekend for his first game. Kicked a goal, was good around the contest. Does it have his score from the weekend? Yeah, it does. He had 64. So he had 64 on the weekend against the Pies. I mean, I feel like he really got a look in because of some of the injuries that the Giants have. But will he be able to keep his spot? I think he keeps his spot after his performance on the weekend. Goes up against Melbourne next game. He'll be defending probably... Who will he match up against? He won't go to a Pickett. He won't go... I don't know. That's actually a tough one to think about. But he's certainly a cheapie that could be entertained, let's say. We could definitely entertain James Leake. I'm not quite sure who we're going to go for yet when it comes to our cheapies. I've got a few in mind. Leake is on the radar. I'm just not convinced. Lindemann in the Randvit. Oh, jeez. No one's beating Versestina other than Dubai Honor, mate. It's the only horse that can beat Versestina, unless it's a really, really wet track and then things change. Warren Betts, welcome, mate. We've got about 7 people now. We're building. We're cooking now. we're building here. So we'll get to building the team soon. Let's actually just have a look. I always do this before I start. I go to the autofill and I see what the experts, if you will, or the computer, what they build here. We go down here, no team in particular. Let's just fill the team. And this is what the computer's gone and given me. The computer's gone and given me Richard Smith, mate, nice to see. Anyone on the ban list after the first round in the AFL? Multi-wise or SuperCoach-wise? I assume you're talking SuperCoach-wise, but multi-wise, if that is, let me know, and I can have a comment on that, because there's a few different players multi-wise that I'm definitely going to be sticking away from. So they've given me Sinclair, Stewart, Short, Fraser, Allen, Buslinger. In the backs, Cripper, Anderson, Holmes, Day, Callahan, Garcia, Sullivan, Sheldrick, Jackson, Flynn in the rucks, Moore, Darcy, Bolton, McRae, Smith, and Daniel in the forward line. Then we've got a bunch of cheapies on the bench. Multi. Look, I'll tell you what, Braden Maynard made me sweat, didn't he? He was a lock for the 15 touches last year. He got it in about 75% of games. Iden had it in about 95% of games. I put him in and he made me sweat as well. He made me wait till the last 5 minutes. So be wary of them. They might not be locks this year, but they still got their 15 in the end, didn't they? One I was very convinced was going to go well on the weekend was Perryman. He had a revenge game against Giants and he did really, really well. I think he's one to follow, especially with Jordan De Goey out. But once De Goey comes back in, his minutes might be sliced off a little bit. But he certainly held his own in there and he's warranted a really good position for sure. 100% he is warranted to be in one of the top positions in that midfield at the moment at Collingwood. The Wizard had a shocker. Yeah, he did. I'm just going to clear this team. Honestly, I'm going to have quite a few of these in my team, but we'll clear it now and we'll start building it. The Wiz, he started last year really slow. He's going to start this year really slow. I think Hawks in general are going to start slow-ish. I know they won on the weekend, but they've got a tough draw this year, man. I would not be surprised if they end up 3-3 after 6 rounds or 4-4 after 8 rounds, rather than be like 6-1 or 6-2 like everyone seems to think they're going to be. Wiz had a slow start. Ginnivan had a slow start. I think I wasn't surprised at it. Let's just say that. Robbie, welcome, mate. Okay, let's start doing what we came here for, and that's building the SuperCoach team. Quickly though, Antonio, Hawks v Bombers, who you feeling? I think Hawks, but honestly, Bombers are their bogey team. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bombers do get up. So let's just go from a gut feeling here. The first few people. Premiums, let's just lock in a couple of premiums. Sam Flanders, usually I'd be all over, but he is expected to be available for rounds 1 and 2, but could potentially also be injured. So I think I'm going to stick away from him just in case he is injured and doesn't play the first couple of games. The round off on the weekend, the cancelled game, that would have helped him a lot. But I'm just going to hold, stick fat on him. I'm not going to go all in on him, but I am going to go for Harry Sheezel. He's going to play a lot of midfield time this year. He probably shouldn't even still be a defender. He won't take his kick-outs, which will be, a decrease in points, but he'll be playing up the ground a lot more. He'll probably kick a few goals as well. He is a lock for my team. He needs to be in there. If you want any questions, drop them in the chat, guys. If you've got any suggestions for who I should put in my team, drop them in the chat as well. Joel, welcome to the stream, brother. All right. Let's have a look as well at any other, real expensive ones that I'm going to be putting in the team, because they're mostly going to be cheapies, guys. I love finding cheapies when it comes to the defenders. See, again, Iden, really good. He was so-so on the weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going to lock him in. Tom Barrass. How good was he on the weekend? How good was he? Honestly, his performance and Sam Taylor's performance on the weekend is why I believe wholeheartedly we need a Defenders Award in the AFL. We need a Defenders Award. They were too good. Barrass arguably won the game for Hawthorn. He was a brick wall down there. Sam Taylor was a brick wall and a half for the Giants, and they're not going to get rewarded for that come September. They're not going to get any votes in the Brownlow. They're not going to get any votes in the Coaches Awards. Oh, they'll get some votes in the Coaches Awards, but they're not going to win it by any means. They're not going to win the Coleman, of course, the Defenders. We need a Defenders Award to be able to, reflect how good these defenders are. But Barrass, is he a good SuperCoach player? I don't know. They're playing Essendon. Essendon don't have a lot of high inside 50s. I'll skip over him for now. I don't quite think. Matty Roberts, yes. He's 124 in the first week. You got to have him because he is very much so going to be like a Nick Blakey type this year. He's going to roll off halfback quite a bit. He's going to roll off halfback. He's going to be the Swan switch man. Okay? Because Blakey's going to play a lot deeper this year. He'll roll up the field, obviously, like he did on the weekend. But Matt Roberts is going to be the one that is going to be strictly off that halfback rolling off. He's going to be the guy that they switch through quite a bit. So he's going to get a lot of touch. He's going to get a lot of efficient kicks, in my opinion. So he's one that you definitely need in your team. Now, let's have a look for some more cheaper options to start building it out, because those are the two that I want at the high price. Again, guys, if you have any, all 6 of you, I love that you're here. You're helping me here. Perks, welcome, mate. If you've got any suggestions for who I should have in my team, drop them down below, because it's not just me building the team here, it's you guys as well. I need all the help that I can get. Sanks, welcome, mate. Power Rangers, welcome. If you guys have any suggestions, drop them down below. Now, where's my guy? Bulldogs. I'm going to have to look him up. My boy, Joel Frazier. Now, he had one hell of a preseason. Perryman, Perks, yeah, I reckon I'm going to fit him in the team for sure. Perryman, Lock, Zorko and Clark are safe. Even Ryan, no buys for a while. Perks reckons Frey. Yeah, Frazier, man. Look, I wasn't a big fan of this guy. I'm a Bulldogs man through and through. I wasn't a big fan of him the last couple of years, but he was phenomenal in the preseason, and word on the street, so if we go to his career stats here, don't know why it's not coming up. I swear, he's played a senior game, has he not? He's played some senior games. He hasn't just been in the VFL. I swear. Am I going crazy here, or am I mistaking for something? Okay, there we go. He played 12 matches last year, averaged 68. But with Bonds out, Richards might be out, Sanders might be out, Dale might be out. This guy's going to get some midfield time. Words on the street is that he's going to get some midfield time as well as rolling off halfback. All those injuries, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I was going crazy there, David. I'm a Bulldogs fan. Like, he played. I don't know why his stats weren't putting up. 8% own him. Obviously, I would like that to be a little less. Obviously, he's no best kept secret here, but he's going to go in the team because of that rumour that he's going to be in the midfield. Let's see here. Vinny, thanks for joining, mate. Perks is saying I need to get Leak. A few people have said that so far. DeConing, yeah, I think I'm going to put DeConing maybe as the flex. I think I'll probably fit him in there because he's going to be really good this year. Holmes, Frey, David saying Perryman Lock. A few people saying Perryman. Yeah, guys, don't worry. Perryman is going to be in my team. He's just going to have to wait for the midfielders section. Okay, who else to put in as our defenders? Again, I'm going to be trolling around these cheap options here. Who am I looking for? Found him. Bowie Allen. Okay, Bowie Allen didn't light up the field in the preseason by any means, but he's going to play most of the year, you would think, for West Coast. He's young, he's fit, he's good to go, he's ready for the AFL. He was awesome as a draftee in his draft season. They've got Gold Coast first up. Gold Coast will probably pepper that inside 50, so Bo Allen will get quite a bit of time potentially to get under the footy, take some intercept marks, potentially also get some handball receives and some kicks down the field. He's owned by 52% of the comp for a reason. Obviously, I'm going to try and find some players that aren't owned by just about everyone, but Bo Allen's one that you probably need to have. Bo Allen, not a lock. People aren't agreeing with me. Perryman Backman. Is Perryman considered a backman? If he's considered a backman, he's going in as my back because I can fit more. Oh, he is. Awesome. Perryman, straight in. I thought he'd be considered a midfielder. That's perfect. Okay, absolutely perfect. Hayden, welcome, mate. All right. Bo Allen, look, you might not think he's a lock, but he's going to play. He's an Eagles player. He's going to play most of the year, and I prefer spending $136,000 on Bo Allen compared to $594 on Jeremy McGovern. Now, I reckon we go for one more expensive player here. I reckon that's the play. Who should we put in, guys? Who should we put in from the top end of the players. Okay, we got Zorko as a good option. We got Whitfield as a good option. We got Luke Ryan, Sinclair, Houston maybe, but probably not Houston. He's didn't play on the weekend. Nick Martin maybe, Jordan Clark. I'm a big Jordan Clark guy. I might go for a Jordan Clark honestly, but let me know. Holmes, Nick Martin going to be playing more mid forward. Could be the go there if Nick Martin's going to be up there. Well, Nick Martin, is he a double player or is he just considered a defender? Just considered a defender. So if I'm going to have him, he has to be a defender. Holmes a lock, you reckon? Owned by 25% though. I got to have a point of difference. A few of these players are owned by quite a bit of the league here. Where can we find... Why doesn't it say here how much he's owned by? Should be telling me how much people own him. I'll have to look it up. Perryman again. Yeah, so Perryman, he's owned by 28% of the league. Bo Allen's owned by half of people. Shees will be owned by a lot. Roberts will be owned by a lot. Fraser's owned by about 8%. Need someone who's going to not be owned by everyone. Sam DeConing, owned by 10%. Will get ruck time. I would go McKercher, but I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna have too many North players in this team. I'm saving a couple of North players for later, rather than McKercher. It's tempting. I'm tossing up between Holmes, Clark, and Sam DeConing. Tom DeConing. I'm definitely gonna get. Sam DeConing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get Tom DeConing in later, but I'm tossing up between Sam DeConing, Max Holmes, and Clark. Maybe let's leave that spot there. We'll leave that spot for now, and we'll get a couple of cheapie on the bench just to lock in our bench here. Let's scroll all the way down and find a player who's going to play at least some footy so we can, build our bank here. We need some cash cows here. Look, everyone's been telling me to put Leak in the team. Let's just put him in as a cash cow. He'll sit on the bench. And then who else can we get? You reckon Reed and Leak on the bench? Trainer will play every game. Let's have a look though. How many people own him? I need a point of difference here, guys. Otherwise, I'm just going to have the same team as everyone. 31%. Is there anyone else? Perks, you're loving Trainer, man. I'm telling you. You're loving a few of these players, but I've got to get someone a bit different than everyone else. Let's have a look. I might end up going Trainer. Bustlinger. I don't know. He'll play early because a lot of our defenders are injured. I don't think I like him enough, though, to be much of a cash cow. Let's have a look. How many people own Reed? 59%. Okay, well, obviously Trainer, a lot less people own him than bloody Reed. Out of the box pick Pryor. Let's see how many people own Pryor. There we go. There's our point of difference, boys. That's what we came here for. Jackson Pryor is only owned by 7% of the league. He'll play probably quite early, and he'll hopefully be a bit of a cash cow for us. We are set, okay? All right. We've got one more spot, potentially for a more expensive player, but let's move on to the midfielders here. And this is where I want to cook up here. Straight away, Callahan's going into the team. That's a no-brainer after the weekend. Don't even talk to me about him. He's going in. Now, obviously, you'd want maybe a Neil in the team. Okay. Fraser, welcome. Mig became the #1 member of the team. Awesome, mate. Fraser, welcome again. 15 people. Gordo joined. Hello, welcome. If you want to talk footy, anything about punting, anything about Supercoach, drop it in the chat. Mig, send a love you. Thank you, mate. Tom Green's out. Yes, Perks. That's why I can't have him in my team. Bont would usually be my captain. He's always my Supercoach captain, but he's out for the first 6 weeks, so I can't have him in. But let's just find our cheapies, because I know exactly what cheapies I want in here. We'll go Levi Ashcroft, because everyone owns him, and for good reason. He's going to earn quite a bit of money. Now, Elijah Sardis, he's going in. He's either going to end up in the midfield, or he's going to be in the forwards. Who are you saying is not a lock? Perks, let me know who's not going to be a lock. Tom Green, Callahan playing. Yeah, Callahan a lock. Elijah Sardis. He reminds me a lot of a young Bontempelli, guys. He absolutely towed Geelong up. I've been big on this guy since his draft season. I thought he should have been drafted higher than he was. I was shocked that North Melbourne didn't take him. He reminds me a lot of a young Bontempelli. He's going to be an absolute midfield bull. He'll push forward a bit. I reckon we have to go Sardis in the team. And I'm going to have to cover them with some players who I'm going to have to, figure out who to sub in when they have their buys. That's why I'm going to need subs who will play in those rounds. Sardis is definitely going in. That is no question there. All right. I need someone else that I'm thinking of, and that is my boy Sid Draper. He's my rising star pick this year. He is my rising star. Knig's got no CBAs, finished safe with his role, 100%. 33 people. We're cooking now. We're cooking. A lot of people are in the chat. Hell yeah. O'Driscoll is going to play. He'll definitely play for Freo, especially with Hayden Young being injured. Let's actually have a look here. I was having a look at the AFL injured list earlier. And let's just have a look to see the injury list here. Where are we? Am I blind? Am I blind? It's usually here. Where'd they put it? What the hell? Am I blind, guys? Please tell me. They usually put it up here. Where is the injured list? Bo Allen didn't play well in the practice games. I know that, but he will play a lot, which means he should surely go up in price. He's pure cash cow. Pure cash cow, Bo Allen. I'm lost here. I was on it earlier. Where? What the heck? Oh, here we go. Injury list. Fine. All right, we scroll all the way down to Fremantle. Sean Darcy's out, which is why I'll speak about that later when it comes to the ruckman options. I'm thinking of maybe getting a backup Fremantle ruck in there. You got Fife, who's to be determined. You got Hayden Young, who's to be determined as well. So, Nathan O'Driscoll is in great form. He's probably going to start in the centre square or he's going to be on the wing. So, O'Driscoll is going to be in the team. You'd think he only gets better all year. How much people own him though? I feel like he's going to be owned by a lot. 23%, I thought it'd be more. He's going to be a bit of a cash cow there. He played well in the Indigenous All-Stars. Speaking on, I feel for poor Will Brodie, man. Will Brodie can't catch a break. I thought he would get plenty of game time in that All-Stars game because half his midfield was playing for the other team, but he still couldn't get a game. Old mate, welcome. Back down to 13 people. Jeez, we were cooking there with 13 people there for a minute. Jeez. So who we got? We got Don't Trust Driscoll. I don't know, man. He is a bit inconsistent, but he'll play. He will play. And now that we've got a bunch of these cheapies, we can start building out the team a bit more with a bit more premium. And you know what? I'm going to put him in because he's a friend of the show. He follows the Mock Sports. I know that he potentially might not play round one, but I'll keep him in the team on the bench. Sammy Layla. He follows us. Got to have him. Got to have him. Actually, yeah, Finn O'Sullivan as well. Going to have him. And then now we can have pure money. Okay? Let's go for the primos, because the only primo we have at the moment is Finn Callan. We could maybe even make room here and get even more premiums in on the back end once we figure out what much of a surplus we have. But let's start getting our premiums in here. I'm thinking maybe a Noah Anderson has to definitely go in. Petrarca, who knows with his injuries? Who knows? Will Day, at that price, you've probably got to put him in after the weekend, that's for sure. Sammy Durham could be on here. Neil Merritt, yes, I've put Will Day in. I know, Ollie, 3 years ago, Will Brodie was the man. He was a lock in multis. He was a lock in Supercoach. And what's happened? I don't know what's happened to him. Who else are we going to go here? I'm just going to look him up. I want to know if Bailey Smith counts as a forward as well. Okay, cool, he does. Because I do want to potentially get him in the forward line. All right. Shield. Did he play that good, though? I know he was good in his new role off the back. But, like, Shield, what's his price? 413, 1%. There's the point of difference. That's what I'm asking you for, guys. You need to help me here. Okay? Andy Brayshaw, Neil. I mean, we can afford Neil. We'll have to get him in here because we can afford him. Honestly, again, we'll probably clear out a few more of these cheapies. Caleb Daniel, yes. I'm going to get Caleb Daniel. He's going to be one of my forward line. I'm big on Caleb Daniel. I think he's going to go really well in his new role at North Melbourne. Okay. Oliver, welcome, mate. Okay. Who are we looking at now, guys? I want another big name here. Jordan Dawson. Yeah. Let's get a Jordan Dawson. Luke Jackson. Yeah, I'm thinking Luke Jackson definitely as the ruckman. Is he not counted as a ruckman, though? Should be. Yeah, I'm going Luke Jackson. Because no Sean Darcy, he'll play up and he'll play forward a lot. And me and Zeri. I'm going big with my rucks. And then my cheapie. Don't even need to know my cheapie. Because I know who I'm going here. Where is he? I'm going Liam Reid. Because he's going to be my loophole. Actually, get him down to the forward line. He won't let me yet. He's going to be my loophole. Because Fremantle, we always know, they are going to be, on a Sunday afternoon, graveyard shift. Fremantle, okay? Up to 13 people. Awesome, guys. I hope you're enjoying. Cody, welcome. So he's definitely going to be... So, for instance, let's just go Meek. Lloyd Meekie is out here bullying blokes. He bullied Tim English in the finals, and then he bullied Brodie Grundy the other night. So we're going Lloyd Meek, 126, yes please. But you'll often see a bit of this. You'll often see a bit of Liam Reid, captain loophole, okay? We're definitely going to captain him. How are you going to build a team after 2 games? That's what I'm saying. Here. Well, it's what you're here to help me with. Up to 21 guys. All right. Eric Hetherington, welcome. Mark, Cody, awesome. You're spreading the love. 22 people. You've got to help me out here. Swap him out for Payne Haas. Gee, he had a round and a half with the NRL, didn't he? Okay, so let's go to the forwards now. We grab Jackson. Okay, He's a lock for my team. What we're also going to do here is we're going to grab Caleb Daniel. Okay, because 74%. I don't know about that, man. He's owned by literally everyone. I got to do it out of loyalty. Okay. Let me know now, guys. We've got some surplus, but again, I want to go back to work with a bit more premium throughout. Let's have a look here. Oh, you just got to have a Jeremy Cameron, don't you? Because he pushes around the field like a madman. Now let's go down to our cheapies. Horn Francis. Look, I might be giving up some points there, but I just don't like Horn Francis. Like, I've just never really liked him. So I'm not going to put him in the team. I know I'm giving up 3 points there, but I'm going to work around Sam Francis. Honestly, I'm going to go Bailey Smith, another former Bulldogs player. Oh, nah, 61%. I've got to try and find some players that aren't owned by half the league. Let's go down here and build out our cheapies now so we know how much we've got to work with for our premiums around the field. Let me know, guys, who are the cheapies? I don't like one of the best AFL players. Yeah, I know. It's just... I have weird biases like that. Also, don't like Jamara Ugle-Hagan, and I'm a Bulldogs fan. I just never like the way he plays. But I mean, maybe I'm just harsh because I'm a Bulldogs fan. Maybe. I'm also harsh on Horn Francis because of what happened about how he gets drafted to North Melbourne and then immediately leaves because he can't hack losing for a couple of years. Sam Davidson, yes, that's who I wanted. Sam Davidson, how good was he in the preseason? Oh my God. He could be the Lord and Saviour for the Bulldogs. No Jamara, no Bont, no Sanders. Let's go back to this injury list. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. All of these players can be in our starting lineup. That's 9 players out of our starting lineup just gone. What the hell? We're losing to North Melbourne, by the way. Round 1, we're losing. Take that to the bank. $3.50 at the moment. That's value. Put the house on that. I would love to see us win, but I think we're going to lose. North are on the up. We're on the slide. We're injured as fuck. And they're paying $350. We always start the year sluggish as well. Bevo will be coaching for his job come round 7 like he always does. But yeah, no Bont. Be that forward rotation. Sam Davison, push up the field. I reckon, yeah, definitely got to have him in the team. Dogs are bad. They will be bad. They'll never be anything but bad. Is Sanders injured at the moment? He's at touch and go. He is touch and go. A lot of people saying get Kako in. Joe Berry over Kako. Trust me. Do I trust you? Joe Berry over Kako. Well, Berry's 13%. How much has Kako? 70%. There you go. Point of difference. Joe Berry goes in. I could live to regret that, but I want that point of difference. A lot of people are demanding Kako. But I got to have a point of difference, guys. I can't have the same team as everyone. Like, if I have the same team as everyone, what's that going to achieve? What is that going to achieve if I have the exact same team as everyone? Again, if you have any questions about footy in general, SuperCoach, or punting on the AFL, won a few multis against Giants on the Giants game on the weekend. Iden Maynard made me sweat, but we got it done. Again, if you want to copy any of our bets going forward on the AFL, head to Dabble. If you sign up using the code MOCKSPORTS, MOCKSPORTS, all caps MOCKSPORTS, that'll let them know we sent you, and you'll be able to see all of our bets that we place on horse racing, basketball, AFL. We're going to clean up on the AFL this year, guys. So if you're interested in that, head there, use the code MOCKSPORTS, and make sure if you're doing so, gamble responsibly, set a deposit limit, think about what you could be buying instead. But we're going to make a lot of money on the footy this year. That's for sure. If you want a very risky point of difference, Bailey Humphries is getting mid-minutes, could break out. Is he really? That's what I would like to hear, Ryan Mott. That's the stuff that I'm here for. Is Sardis in here? Yes, he is. Elijah Sardis, he's my big one for the year. He's going to go crazy this year. He's going to go absolutely crazy. Bailey Humphries. Let's have a look, shall we? I'm curious now. 270, 2% owned. Are you sure he's going to get mid-minutes? Stuart Smith, welcome, mate. Thanks for all the love, guys. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun so far, and I'm looking forward to doing a few more of these. Chatting SuperCoach, chatting punting, chatting footy. He went crazy against Geelong. He's $1.48 for 20 on the weekend. Interesting. Oh, no, you're talking about Sardis. Oh, yeah. Sardis. I'm on Sardis. I'm on the Sardis train big. You know what? Let's get Bailey Humphries in there. I'm going to trust the point of difference there. Now, we've still got 901,000 to work with. I already knew who my flex was going to be, and that is the other De Koning brother. And that's all. I don't like how many people own him, and I don't like his price, actually. Maybe it's not going to be him. Maybe I'll let you guys pick. Hardwick loves him. Played a bit of mid-time preseason, but Took didn't play, so that's why he's a risk. You know what? I'll have him. Maybe I'll have him on the bench, and then if he does go good, I can slide him in. All right. Let's figure out our bench players. Who's another cheapie in defense, guys? Who's another cheapie in defense? Let me know a cheapie in defense that I can just whack on the bench here, and then we can figure out who's going to be on the bench, who's going to be starting. We'll make our final selections. We'll make our final changes. Then you'll pick who my captains are going to be. Matt Flynn or Finlayson. You have to have Camporelli from Carlton. Massive preseason. Camporelli. Is he going to play much, though? I don't have room for him, honestly. I don't have room for him in the mids. Maybe I'll have to take out one of these guys and get Camporelli in. All right. You were all telling me trainer earlier, even though 31% own him. Let's get him in. You all told me trainer. Okay, Camporelli's in for round 1. Camporelli for Sid Draper from the Crows for flex. I've got Sid Draper. Maybe we can get him down here to the flex. Maybe we can get one of these midfielders down to the flex. But let's just pick all of our players first. 3 more to pick. 2 more cheapies for the forward. Then our flex. We've still got 788,000 to work with. And then we'll see what changes we can make. Who's going to be our captain? Who's going to be our vice? Who's going to be our flex? Okay. Who is going to be our forwards? Cheapy forwards. Give me some cheapy forwards. Ollie Holland's breakout year. Toby Travaglia. Hollands. Elijah Hollands. No one owns him. What? Not one person has Elijah Hollands in their team? Interesting. I could get around having Elijah Hollands on my team. He's good. Lock for 15 as well, by the way, if you're a punter. Absolute lock for 15. Definitely get him in all your multis. Elijah Hollands loves 15 touches and he's always paying good money. Get Hollands, you reckon? Perks, are you saying get Elijah or are you saying get Ollie Hollands? Because this is Elijah Hollands. Got to have Clayton. Yeah, but you never know. Clayton could honestly he could combust in the middle of the year. You can't trust players like that. Maybe get him early and then I trade him off. People saying Ollie trained halfback preseason, looking really good. Apparently Ollie Hollands. Well, I have to go down to the flex to have a look at him. Ollie Hollands, 2% own him. Still, let's get him in the team. Let's get him in the team. Ollie Hollands with only 2%. I like that. Point of difference. Forward lines. Everyone's saying get Kako. But guys, this is why I don't want Kako. 70% of the league own him. 70%. I can't be getting guys that have 70% of the league own him. I want a point of difference. I want to have some players that everyone owns, but I need to have some people that like nobody owns. Try and get those hidden gems. That's what you're here to help me with. We've got 37 people in the chat. Let's find some hidden gems. Okay? Let's have a look through some cheapies, okay? Because we've got 454 to work with the rest of the last two spots before we start to make some changes. Let's have a look through here. Power Pepper. I don't know. He's a money maker though. Yeah, I know. I know he could be a pure money maker. Hugo Garcia. I've heard the name Hugo Garcia. 17%. Power Pepper. Gee, 180,000 Power Pepper's not bad, honestly. Hobbs. Why get a low chance hidden gem instead of a money? Fine, you've convinced me. You've convinced me. I'll get Kako. Just like Trainer all over again. I've got Kako. It'll make me some money. I'll trade him for later. I want you back. Kobe, I want you back later in the year when we do another one of these streams for trade night. When we've got the money from Kako. And you can trade him off for me and use all that excess money. You can tell me exactly who I'm going to trade for. Ben Hobbs. Fraser we've already got. No, that's too many Essendon players at that point. Too many Essendon players. Need to spread it around a bit. We've got a lot of North. We've got a lot of Essendon. 305,000 to work with. How much excess do you guys really like to have? Do you guys like to have a bit of excess remaining in your salary at the end? Or do you like to just like spend everything? Because I chop and change every year. Finlayson, Hidden Gem, Cash Cow, Sleeper, all three. Trust. Okay. Finlayson, how much is it? 305. I just can't afford him. Sorry, mate. I just can't afford him by about $300. Connor Stone. Everyone's saying I need to get Finlayson. Everyone's saying I need to get Finlayson. Ben Hobbs. Constantiniti. How many people own him again? No one owns Constantin. Done. Point of difference, baby. Can you run through your side? Just tuned in. Is this the final style for just stuff around? Matty G, welcome, mate. We're just playing around here at the moment. So far, this is the team. We can make changes. We've got Sheasel, Roberts, Fraser, Allen, Perryman, Leake, Pryor, Trainer in the backs. We've got Callahan, Levi, Ashcroft, Sartis, Draper, O'Driscoll, Layla, Finn O'Sullivan, Day, Shield, Neal, and Dawson in the mids. Meek and Zaria, your ruckmans with Reedy. He's going to be the captain loop. Jackson, Daniel, Cameron, Davidson, Berry, Humphrey, Kako, Constanti, and Hollins is my flex. Okay, this is the team as of right now. We've still got 185,000 to work with. Now is your time to put in the chat. What changes am I making? Who here am I changing out? We've got 36 people in the chat, 39 people in the chat. Cook for me. Cook for me. I want point of difference. I want hidden gem. I want cheapies that are going to make me a lot of cash. So later on in the year, I can absolutely ball out and I can have a midfield that has Bont, Dacos, Neil, Oliver, Petrarca, and every single person in it. Let me know. Everyone's saying Finlayson. Everyone's going to say get Finlayson in here. Switch Jeremy Cameron for Finlayson. Interesting. Upgrade Hollins and get a better flex. I probably will do that with the amount of money that I have. Legit get rid of someone for Finlayson. You'll be sorry once he goes off. Zoom in for a sec. You want me to zoom in? Oh. Is this how zoomed you want me to be? Get Zach Reed in a team. Bo Allen, not a good pick. Okay. Jason Pierce, hey, should I leave Clayton Oliver in my SuperCoach or get someone else? Look, man. That's actually a good point. I will save my team. That's a good point there. Whoever pointed that out. Don't want to lose it either. Save my team. Okay. Again, these options are not set in stone. We're still making changes. Davidson instead of Kako. Luke Trainer over Bo Allen. Yeah, we've got Trainer in the team. Sid Trainer going to be the sub. Too many cooks at the Crows, maybe. Is Buddy Franklin a good pick? Manly Monty, he's a great pick. He's my captain. Try to get Flynn as your flexi, maybe. Going back to Jason Pierce's question. Clayton Oliver. I don't like him. You know what? Now that I've said it, he's going to ball out. He's going to get 150 every week. But he is so volatile. He is also injury prone. He can definitely nick a calf. He could definitely nick a string. He could also get tagged like all heck. That is why he's a player that I'm holding off on for now. If you can afford him, have him. But if you're desperately trying to make room for him, I would suggest don't. Do not desperately make room for Clayton Oliver. But if you can afford him, go right ahead, in my opinion. Vlosterman's going to go crazy. Meek over to Koning, yes. Should I keep Nick Newman and Jagger Smith in my team? Jagger Smith, he's injured, mate. He's done his ACL. He's not going to play a single game. So you can get him out, Marcus Harris. Get him out immediately. He is Gornskis. He's not playing a single game this year. Nick Newman, I mean, let's have a look when Nick Newman's expected to be back. He's also indefinite. Nick Newman... Jagger Smith, he's gone for the season, as you can see. Nick Newman's indefinite. I would be taking him out. Just get rid of your injuries. Get rid of your injuries. Jaden Short, not a bad option. I like that. Layla debut announced. Good. Okay, so we can keep him in that team. Let's get rid of Hollins first off. We've got 518,000 to work with. Let's see Jaden Short. Let's make him our flex for now. He's going to be our flex for now. Again, we might change him, but we're going to keep him there. Okay. Obviously, we're going to have Neil on the field. Let's get Neil on the field. Let's get Shield on the field. Okay. Let's get Dawson on the field. Over a Sid Draper because apparently he's going to be the sub. Okay. Good start there. Let's start getting around it now. We're building it. Okay, we've got 42 people. Again, anything that needs to be changed, let me know. You're telling me Bo Allen's a terrible pick. We've got 76,000 to work with. We could trade him, or we could have one of these guys go onto the field for him. Is Trainer set to debut next week? guys, let me know, because if he's set to debut, I will keep him in the team and probably get him in instead of Bo Allen. Nick Martin. Neil will cop a tag from Jordan this week. I'd hold off a week. Jack McRae. Took out Clayton Oliver, Finn Callahan, Jason Pearce. Good move. Callahan, a bull. Tom Green out. Callahan is the number one man at Giants at the moment. Cogs has also been moved out of the midfield. They're all in on Callahan. He's going to be playing a lot. Okay. Trainer is confirmed. Yeah, let's go trainer on the field for Bowie Allen then. Okay, since you all hate Bo Allen, again, if you really want me to trade out Bo Allen, let me know who for, but I don't want someone that the whole league owns, okay? Get me someone that's a point of difference, right? Find me a cash cow that is a point of difference compared to just about everyone else in the league, okay? Again, let's just put him on because obviously this is a move that I'm going to do because we've got Hawthorn playing on that Friday night. We don't have Freo playing till Saturday, so what we'll do there is we'll get captaincy on the vice captaincy somewhere else here, and then if he sucks, that captain we'll get a captain on a Carlton player. We don't have a Carlton player actually. We'll get a captain on maybe a Will Day. Will Day will maybe captain for that first game, or maybe one of the Essendon players, and see how they go. And then if they go no good, we'll just, do the whole loop. Get Langford. Got to have Jack McRae. But everyone owns Jack McRae. Everyone owns him. Finlay. Everyone's saying Finlay, man. I don't know about that. Finlay. Daniel Rowley for 500k isn't bad. The way that Gold Coast play from the back, he's also 3%. I don't mind that. Yep, Zeri's in my team, mate. Zeri is my ruckman. He's going to be obviously subbed on. This is purely a captain loophole. Team's looking good so far. I don't know, a lot of people are telling me that Bo Allen's a stupid pick. Honestly, what do we reckon? Vice captaincy, I'm tossing between a Jaden Short vice captain early or a Will Day vice captain early, just to see how they go. Obviously for the captain loophole here. What's Jack McRae paying? If you want Jack McRae, well let's look at Jack McRae. Okay. If I could spell Jack McRae. He's predicted to have a 73 break even. He's predicted for 86 points in the round one game. He's paying 392%. How many people own him though? Why does it not tell me how many people own him? Let's just go to Trade Draper. This will tell us how much I own. What? Why is... Okay, let's get Draper back. Get rid of Constanti. McRae. 66% own Jack McRae. Honestly, he might score well. He will be relied on at St Kilda compared to the last few years at the Bulldogs. But, yeah, not for me. Not for me. Too many people own him. Reedy's going to play? Yes. I know Reedy's going to play. But, like I said, this is purely... do you think Reed's going to play, though? If Reed plays, though, that's going to kill us there. Took out Jack McRae for Darcy Fogarty. No, I don't like that, Jason Pearce. Darcy Fogarty's not a good SuperCoach player. Let's have a look here what he averaged last year. Only averaged 67%. He's a key forward. Don't get key forwards in your SuperCoach. That's fantasy. So you reckon he's going to play without Darcy? Okay, well, if we think that Reed's going to play, find me my loophole ruckman then. Who's going to be my loophole ruckman? Just tell me who it's going to be, and I'll put it in. Jason Pearce, you're destroying your teammate. No, he's not. No, he's... Oh, well, yeah, he is if he's putting in Fogarty. Take Fogarty out. Fogarty's not SuperCoach. I appreciate the The questions, though. Keep asking questions. Darcy, wish I could verse this bloke every week. You talking about me or are you talking about someone else? Come on, man. Help me out. If you think my team sucks, help me out. Can I do your team for you? You're not making the top 50,000. Thanks, Jay Frag. I appreciate that, man. Help me out, man. If you think I'm going to be so shit, help me out. Put Osmosis in your side? I wish. I wish. Boyd from St Kilda. Boyd, easily. A few people saying Boyd. Alright then. Let's just put Boyd in then. Saints not going to play until Sunday. Yeah, it works perfectly. We got till Sunday to loop him. So let me know, who should the VC go on? How was the Veronicas? The Veronicas was sick. Veronicas was sick, man. Don't even diss the Veronicas. Bella Nipotina off the halfback. Fucking oath. Get Sam Davidson on the bench. But he's going to play. What do you mean? Sam Davidson's 100% going to play. And I think he's going to play well as well. He's staying on the field, man. He's staying on the field. Boyd's going to play as... What? Oh, true. Actually, Rowan Marshall's out. My bad. Let's get you. You're not going to play. We know that. Yeah. Definitely know you're not playing, brother. So... You're going to be my Captain Loophole. Marshall is confirmed out, I believe. We'll go to the injury list. Hang on. He's not on the injury list. I swear I read... Oh, no. Rowan Marshall is expected to face the Crows after injury setbacks. Back we go. Out you go. Boyd's back in the team. And then if I find out that he's going to play, then that's on me, I guess. All right. We got 53 people in here. Hey, Cashy, 2 man. 80 you, brother. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying it. Marshall's going to play forward. Boyd will play rock. Are you serious? Come on, man. Really? Harry Boyd, let's have a look here. Let's research this together. There's nothing about him. Let's have a look here. Let's find him in... Whoa, what happened there? Harry Boyd impressed during stoppage work. 26-year-old strength. His contested situations one of his greatest assets. Pushes for a round 1 debut against Adelaide. Boyd appears to be quickly firming as a solid contingency plan. Harry Boyd, excellent. Rowan Marshall running laps. All right. Okay. Who's the guy from the Doggies you have in the forward you think will play? Sam Davidson. He's a mature age pick we got in the draft, and he's jet. He played so good against the Hawks in the preseason game, and he's going to play because we've got so many injuries at the moment. We've got 9 players in our starting lineup injured. He's going to slide straight in, and he's going to play. He's going to play up the field. He's going to play off that half forward. And I don't think he'll get midfield time, but he'll definitely roll off the half forward. He'll get a lot of ball. I think he'll definitely get a lot of ball. Pick Riddle or whatever the other Freo ruckman is not ready. All right, we're going to leave the ruckmans for now. If I find out that in the next couple of days before lockout that any of those ruckmans are playing, I'll change that. Because apparently Zach Reed's playing, Ashton. Apparently he's playing. So I'll change that back if he's not. We'll wait till teams come out. If they come out before lockout. Okay, any other changes that we need to make? Well, guys, we've been going for almost an hour and I've absolutely loved it. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I've been loving doing these streams. I'm going to be doing them more consistently. Not every single one's going to be dedicated to SuperCoach, but we'll do a few SuperCoach trade nights. We'll do a couple of just like chat and footy nights. We'll do a couple of punting ones as well. Who knows, maybe on like a Thursday or Friday night before a game, I'll go live and discuss multis for the games as well. Just let me know. I have Harry Sheasel for vice captain and Will Day for captain. Perfect, mate. Absolutely perfect. Jason Pearce, if you don't want to do a loop, that's fine by you. Not everyone has to do a loop. I think that is a perfect pick for your captain and your vice captain. Should I have Harley Reid as my midfielder? Yeah, I mean... Reid, I think he'll get tagged quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But if he breaks those tags, then he'll be a good option. Dylan Moore, really good. If you can afford him again, he's going to be owned by a lot though. How much is Day? 491. What are the loops for my leg? So what happens is here, vice captain, well obviously in SuperCoach, captain gets double the points. So for instance, if I had the captaincy on Will Day this week, he scored 148 points. He would have netted me 296 points if I had the captaincy on him. Okay? But if you put the captaincy on a player that doesn't play, say a Riddle on the weekend, the vice captain then gets the double point. So he would still get me 296 points. He didn't play, and because he didn't play, I've got Tristan Xerri listed as my emergency. All the points that he scored is going to be there instead. Okay, so that's what we call a captain's loop. It's very popular in all forms of fantasy sports, and that's the loop that I've gone for. I'm going to go Will Day because he's playing on a Friday night. If he plays amazingly, I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to get his points. But if he doesn't play that good, I'm going to maybe stick it on, let's just say, a Jordan Dawson, or a Finn Callahan, or even maybe a Lachie Neale. Let's just say that, right? Okay, we'll whack the vice captain, we can whack the captaincy back on him, and then he counts, and then I'll just sub Riddle out for Xerri, and then we'll go off like nothing ever happened. That is how it goes. Dylan Moore only owned by 9%. Darcy, my projected is 1,600. Obviously, could be a lot better, but it's because we've got a lot of cheapies as well. And obviously, you know, I'm going for the loop rather than going for an actual good player. But we need to, the projected's projected. I find the projecteds are always a bit off in the end. All right. So we've been here for just about an hour now, guys. Are there any other changes we need to make here? Are there any other changes we need to make? Let me know. Let me know if I need to make any more changes. I'll zoom in and go through a detailed run through of the team. Thank you very much for helping me. Darcy Dyer, you've got 1710 projected. That's great. Anything over 1700, 1800 is a good score. If you're getting 2000 plus, good. Real good. Should be aiming for anywhere to 1750, 1800 plus a week if you want to be up. Anything, you know, 1800, 1900, 2000 plus, it's great. Oscar Allen, I like him as a player. Multi-wise, yes. SuperCoach, no. I'm just really staunch against having key defenders and key forwards in SuperCoach because you need those more versatile players that are going to run, handball, mark, kick goals on the run, push up the field, get marks around the contest. You're getting 795, Oscar. It's good. That's certainly good. Who's the Geelong forward? Oh, Jeremy Cameron. Jeremy Cameron's going to push up around the field. He's always good. Okay, let me know. Why no McRae and Oliver? McRae, he's owned by too much. I want a point of difference in Oliver. I just think he could go get injured. He could get tagged. He could also just have a shocking start to the year. I know he was really good in the preseason, but that's preseason. I don't know. I've just never really trusted Clayton Oliver. I could eat my words and he could be the first player I trade in. Who knows? But that's just why I've stuck away from him yet. Max Gawn or Tristan Xerri, both are good options. If you can afford to somehow get them both in, maybe Max Gawn, Tristan Xerri as your ruck, Max Gawn as your flex. That could be the go. Thoughts on Blight in back? Let's see. Blight. I know he's a little expensive for who he is. Shield's funny. Honestly, let's get rid of Shield. Oh, I think we've got the budget to get a better player in than Dylan Shield. Like Riddle's in my team. He's purely in there as a loop, mate. He's the captain loop. He's not going to be in my team, that's for sure. Dylan Shield can barely get a gig last year. That's because he's got a new role this year. He's playing off halfback instead of in the middle. So he'll play a lot more. He will play a lot more. But this is where we've been able to free up some cap space and we're able to get a better player than a Dylan Shield, quite honestly. So we've got 523 to work with. Who can we get? Who can we get? I want to leave some money in the tank as well. So I want someone in the 400,000s ideally. Fluston. Am I Cashy's brother? No, I'm Cashy. What are you talking about? I'm Cashy. If you're talking about Will, I'm Cashy. Connor Rossi, we can't afford him. Max Holmes. Honestly, we could. Can't afford him. Unfortunately. Show the forward line. We will. What Hollands do you think is better? I think Elijah is better. Honestly, I'm a big Elijah guy. Punting-wise, I am at least. Punting-wise, I'm a big Elijah guy. Shield's going to be good this year. Halfback, he's going to get number one kick. He's going to take kickouts, you reckon? Am I still playing footy this season? Nah, medically retired, mate. Medically retired. Had some health issues. Can't play footy. I can barely run 500 metres without getting puffed. Massimo. Nah. Sub-risk, seen it the other day. Get rid of Humphreys. Okay. You know what? Let's just get a better player than Shield in. I'm a big Trent Rivers guy, man. I'm a big Trent Rivers guy. What do we think of Trent Rivers in the chat? Trent Rivers could be the play here. Trent Rivers could be the play. Let me know what you think about Trent Rivers because he's the leading contender. I'm a big Trent Rivers guy. Maybe a Jake Saligo as well. Jakey Saligo, only 2%. He'll average quite a bit. Sam Layla, good player. Friend of the show as well. Follows the Mock Sports. Always listens to the pod. Go on, Sam Layla. Have a big year. Have a big year, mate. What was your position last year? Don't go Rivers. Got many better position options at that price, yeah. I honestly couldn't tell you. I stopped playing halfway through the year because I got too busy in life. Too busy, but I'm going to stick to it this year. Stick to it. Bench too expensive? I don't know about that, man. My bench is pretty cheap. No Chera. Do I just get Willie Ashcroft in? The Ashcroft brothers? Both brothers? Clary, can't afford Clary even if I wanted him, but I don't. Oh. You know what? I'm sticking him in. Shea Bolton. I'm a massive Shea Bolton guy. And I know he can be inconsistent, but I think he's going to be consistent as all hell up through. I reckon he's going to be really, really good. I'm putting Shea Bolton in the team. I don't care what any of you tell me. Shea Bolton is going in my team instead of Dylan Shield. I might live to regret that move, but Shea Bolton is in the team. Okay. So far we've got Harry Sheasel, Matty Roberts, Harry Perryman, Fraser, Leake and Trainer in the back line. We've got Pryor and Bowie Allen as our cash cows there. We've got Neil, Dawson, Day, Callahan, Bolton, Layla, Sardis, Ashcroft in the mids. We've got O'Sullivan, Driscoll, and Draper as our cash cows. We've got Meek and Zeri as our two ruckmans. We've gone expensive there, but I feel you need to at the ruckman position. Riddle's only there as a captain's loop. Okay. Bolton's playstyle is not scoring friendly. I'm telling you, man. Bolton, He's going to be a 20-touch, 1-2 goal a game player at Freo. I think Freo are going to go close to win the premiership this year. I really do. You can all laugh at me in a few weeks' time on the next stream if Bolton goes like shit. I'll put my hand up and I'll say that Bolton was a bad move. But you can laugh at me then. And then in the forward line, we've got Jackson, Cameron, Humphrey, Daniel, Berry, Davidson. We've got Kako and Constanti as our cash cows. And we've got Jaden Short as our flex. Joel Frazier, too expensive. You can get better players for cheaper and have some leftover cash. All good, brother. Just my opinion. Good luck this year. Thanks, Ben Henner. Appreciate it, mate. Luke Jackson, on and off player. McRae is way better shout. You keep making me second guess myself, guys. You keep making me second guess myself. I like a Luke Jackson, though, because he's going to start in the ruck and he's going to push forward. He might kick a few goals a game as well. Again, I'm going to keep him. If you think I'm an idiot, go ahead. But you can laugh at me next stream if I've gotten it wrong. Like Short, sucks as a flex. Well, then who should be my flex then? Should we maybe, I don't know, do that? Have Sheasel as the flex then. Roberts or Callahan. If you can only have one, have Callahan. Because they're similar price. If you're going to have one, have Callahan. Flex should be a Sid Draper kind of guy. Do you reckon? Flex is new. I don't know how to use the flex. Do you reckon it should be a cheapie or a primo? Let me know. Liam Reedy is starting ruck. Okay. I'm just going to say, this could definitely change in the next couple of days once team lists come out. I don't know what's going on there, but who's your backliner need some cheapies? Trainer is a good cheapie, Leake is a good cheapie, Pryor and Bo Allen, in my opinion, are good cheapies. A lot of people are talking shit on Bo Allen, but I reckon he's good. Bo Allen will make you some cash this year, in my opinion. Doesn't matter who's flex. That's what I'm saying, Kane. It doesn't matter. Flex is literally just there because we've got 23 players, but like as it says, 23rd player from any position. Starting lineup's going to be 23, but our best 22 each round is going to... So does it matter if it's a cheap or an expensive player? Honestly. Cashy, thank you. Lincoln, welcome, mate. Thank you for the roses, mate. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate that, mate. It honestly does not matter. Both players' scores will be exactly right. So, yeah. You're projected very low. I know I'm projected very low. We can fix that, though. We can fix that. I think a lot of these players are below. Does it show us they're projected? Leake will score more than that. 100%. Levi will score more than that. Sardis is going to score more than that. Layla's going to score more than that. Davidson's going to score more than that. Berry's going to score more than that. That is why it's projected so low. Because all these cheapies are expected to get like 20 points. No, they're not. They're going to get more than 20 points. If they are, then I'm an idiot. Camporelli, a good cash cow. Why don't I have Zach Reed? Got a lot of people badgering me about Zach Reed tonight. I went for Pryor instead of Zach Reed because everyone owns Zach Reed. That's why I remember. Everyone's badgering me about Camporelli as well. I don't know if I can make room for Camporelli though. That's the thing. Maybe if we go... Fine. You know what? Let's get rid of Bo. You've all been telling me to get rid of Bo, get rid of Camporelli. So let's just do it, eh? Camporelli. Look, nah, but 28% compared to Bo. How many people own Bo Allen? Oh, I'll go Camporelli. You've all been telling me to get Camporelli. Camporelli's in the team. Are you happy? And then we'll swap him back down for... Actually, we need to get Sheasel back on the team. Ooh. Short. That's an issue. That is an issue. Zeri's on the bench, Cohen, because I'm doing the captain's loop. Give Kashi Anal Destroyer a shout out. He's been in the chat. I've been trying to not say his name, but thank you very much for the love and support. Weird name though. Weird name. But really appreciate all the gifts, mate, and all the love and the support. I appreciate it. You're the title gifter for a reason. Thank you. Just weird name, that's for sure. Daniel Menzel, trainer and bench. Zach Fisher. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. I'm going to have to... Let's go down here. Fix that. Short. Get him on the field instead of trainer. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm liking that so far, guys. I'm liking it. Can't do captain's loop. It's opening round. 100% I can do captain's loop. Teams cooked. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it, man. Look, I think that's the team we're going to go with, guys. We've been here for over an hour. You've been helping me cook up my team. I think we're on to a winner here. Let's see how the first round goes. I know that we are projected to go very low. I know that. But we've tried to go for some diamonds in the rough. We've gone risky to start. We've got a bunch of cash cows. Let's see how we go for round one. No Parker. Look, how much is Parker? I'd entertain putting him in the team. 343. Let's do this, shall we? Let's go Luke Parker, shall we? Let's just get him in. A lot of people have been complaining about Humphrey. I got a tip earlier in this stream that Humphrey was the cash cow to go for. Put Zeri to be captain as to see the... Okay, sure. And then we jump up. Yeah, there you go. We jump up to a whole lot more. So it's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad. Not that bad in the end. He's been out. You reckon he's a chance of his best? Stocks Bloodstock, Woden wins the slipper. Does he, though? He needs to get in the slipper, mate. He probably gets in the field, though. Let's be real. He probably gets in the field. If he runs to his best, he can win, but... Slipper's slipper, man. He needs to draw a barrier, doesn't he? If he draws a shit barrier, it's gone. Team's looking good. Okay. Team's looking good, we reckon. I have too much north for my liking, quite honestly. I was really looking forward to seeing what Bailey Humphrey could have done for me. I was interested in that. Like, because we go back to if we were to trade. I can't remember who said it earlier in the stream, but Bailey Humphrey, 2% own him. Apparently he's going to get midfield time. Apparently Hardwick absolutely loves him. But I mean, he only played in the midfield apparently because Tuke Miller wasn't playing. And if we go back to Gold Coast, injury list. I'm blind. Where is it? Yeah. I mean, Tuke Miller was certain to play, so maybe he won't get midfield minutes, Humphreys. If he does, then he goes amazingly. I'm sorry to whoever suggested that, and I took him out. But here's the team we're going to run with. Oh, sorry. Let's put Davidson back in. Get rid of Jackson for Jason Horn-Francis. Nah. I'm happy with Jackson, man. I'm happy with him. You don't need Bailey Humphrey, but I'm very bullish on him, even with Tuke playing Ryan Mod. Could be one for punting. Could be one for punting. Let's just have a look quickly how much he's paying for a couple of multis. I'm always thinking about the punting as well as the SuperCoach. Let's have a look, shall we? If we scroll all the way to the West Coast game, unfortunately, those markets aren't out yet on Dabble. But I'll be looking forward to seeing what he pays. Maybe I'll put him on for 15 as a bit of value. All right. That's the team. Sheasel, Short, Roberts, Perriman, Fraser, Leake, Pryor, Trainer on the bench. Neil, Dawson, Will Day as the captain currently going into Friday night because of the loop. Callahan, Bolton, Layla, Sardis, Ashcroft, Sullivan, O'Sullivan, Driscoll, Camporelli on the bench. Meek, Riddell as the loop. Zeri on the bench. Jackson, Cameron, Parker, Daniel, Kako, Berry, Constanti, Davidson on the bench. Switching that. I want Davidson on the field. I'll make him my emergency. I'll make Camporelli my emergency. And O'Driscoll my emergency. Sid Draper, the flex. Okay, just in case he does end up being the sub. Alright. That's the team. Thank you guys. We've been here for over an hour. It's been good fun. We've ranged from having 5 people in here to 50 people to 60 people. It's been good fun. Like I said, I want to do these more regularly. Whether or not we'll be talking SuperCoach every time, that's up to me, I guess. But Big Mock Energy. That's the team name. That's the winner. Big Mock Energy, baby. That is going to be the winning team, hopefully, with SuperCoach. So yeah, could do some ones where we're just chatting footy. Could do some ones talking punting. Could do some ones talking SuperCoach. Could do some ones talking racing. But it'll be mostly footy because I want to chat footy. I've got a footy brain. I want to scratch the itch in my brain. I can chat footy all day, as you've just seen. So thank you very much, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Keep coming on back. Yeah, really appreciate all the love and support on this stream. We'll be back. Hopefully you enjoyed, and fingers crossed next time I come back you're not all laughing at me